Hello, everyone, and welcome to another special interview edition of Toy Talkin' Stuff. Today, my special guest is the 40th anniversary action figure of Conan the Barbarian. He has escaped his box, and the first thing that I can see here is Conan, you look excellent. I mean, you look the same as you did 40 years ago. You just look exactly the sculpting and the makeup and everything just look great. We're happy here to have you. And you agreed to talk to us about what you've been doing. Tell us, what's been going on. So why don't you talk to us today and tell us what's going on? Huh?
No.
Well, you agreed to come on the show and talk to us, and that's, part of the deal. So why don't you, expand? All right. Okay. All right. Big joke. All right. Well, all right. So you are going to talk to us. So why don't you tell us, I think I've read your novels of your exploits. I've read numerous comic books. I've seen movies with you, and you've done a lot of traveling. You're very experienced, and you've met a lot of people, a lot of cultures, and if you could sum up for us some of the wisdom of what is best in life, right? What's important? Tell us, Conan, what is best in life?
Crush your enemies.
Whoa.
See them driven before you.
What?
You hear the lamentation of the women.
Well, I mean, lamentations of the women. I really don't think anybody here wants to see people cry. I think that, here we're focused on positive things. But that's some dark stuff. What led you to such a dark path, right, Conan?
The riddle of steel.
Oh, the riddle of steel. Well, I'm familiar with the riddle of steel. For those of you unfamiliar, I'll tell you. Shall I? It's the least I can do. Steel is not strong. Flesh is stronger. For what is steel compared to the hand that wields it? Huh? Do I got it? I mean, that's it, right? That's the riddle of steel in a nutshell, right, Conan? All right. Yeah. Well. All right. I'm glad that that makes me feel like I definitely got it. I think that what we'd like to know is what's it like, having this riddle of steel philosophy in your life. What does that translate to down the road, with you? Do you think, does this fall in with your theology, your God, Kron?
He's strong.
Okay.
If I die, I have to go before him.
Huh?
And he will ask me,
Okay.
what is the riddle of steel?
Just told you.
If I don't know it, he will cast me out of Valhalla and laugh at me. That's Kron. Strong on his mountain.
Well, it doesn't look like you're going to I just told you the riddle of steel. Right. And it looks like you're not going to be cast out of Valhalla. That's a pretty good thing. I think we can agree. So, Conan, do you often pray to God?
But I seldom pray to him. He doesn't listen.
Oh, well, that's sad. I mean, it's nice to feel like, you can talk, to someone or something and feel like it's listening to you. I mean, you got some dark sides and some to you, definitely some negative. What was it like growing up in Samaria in the Hyborian age? I mean, this is what, 10, 11, 20,000 years ago, quite a long time ago. What was it like growing up?
I remember days like this.
All right,
My
yeah.
father took me to the forest.
Oh, that's nice.
And we ate wild blueberries.
Oh, blueberries, good.
More than 20 years ago.
That's a long
I
time
was
to have
just a
blueberries.
boy of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
The leaves were so dark and green then.
It's
The
springtime.
grass smelled sweet
Yeah,
with the spring wind.
Yeah, spring wind.
Almost 20 years of pitiless combat.
What? Wait,
No
whoa.
rest,
So
no
that-
sleep like other men.
Wow, I mean,
Yet
find
the
a bed.
spring wind blows super die.
Huh?
Have you ever felt such a
Good.
wind?
Well, okay, first of all, I'm not Subutai, I'm GL1. I am familiar with, those winds. And, for those of you, that don't know what the word cumber is, I've heard you mention this before, and I had to look it up, and it's like an obstacle, a hindrance, and it's I don't know, it's pretty sophisticated vocabulary. But I'm glad that you at least seem to have had some sort of formal education, and you have some nice memories of growing up. That's a good thing. But that did start out nice and then get negative. Like I told Galactus, this is a safe space.
Snakes? Did you say snakes?
No. I said space. Space. I don't know how you get snakes out of space, but look, it seems like your life has had a lot of ups and downs. What do you do for fun?
Oil the sword and feed the horse.
Wow. Well, that should take all of 10 minutes, maybe 30 minutes at the most. Oil the sword and feeding the horse. I know that you also spend a significant amount of time crushing your enemies, seeing them driven before you, and in hearing, lamentations and things like that. It's just a lot of you bring a lot of negative, and you bring a lot to deal with.
Who are you?
Sometimes I've got to ask myself that too. That's a good question. I think we all can ask, but I have an even better answer. We have another guest, a special guest for you, and we're going to bring him up next. All right, and we are back, and we have with us our next special guest, Dutch from Predator.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, well, Dutch, you're here. Thanks for coming in today. Definitely our pleasure to have you here. It's been a while, I think, and we're looking forward to having a conversation with you.
What do you mean we?
I mean Conan and I think that we both are glad to have you here.
You used to be somebody I could trust.
You can still trust me. I mean, we can have a conversation here. I think Conan and I and everybody, it will be fine.
No deal.
Well, you agreed to come on the show. I mean, if that's the way things are going to be, this is going to be a real short, uninteresting interview, I think.
What's the matter? What do you need us for?
I guess I don't. I mean, I guess you're just, going to sit here and not be very cooperative. But that's okay because we actually have another guest today. All right, and we are back with our next guest. It's the 1984 I Need Some Clothes Terminator. And, not known for saying a lot of diverse things. Maybe we can get something different out of Terminator tonight. Maybe you can, I don't know, just share what's been going on since 1984.
Sarah Connor?
No, Sarah Connor's not here.
Where is she?
You tell me. I don't know where she is.
I was told that she's here.
Well, regardless of what you were told.
Give me your address, Leah.
No, I'm not giving you anything. Look, it's always, where's Sarah Connor? I mean, don't you have anything that you can talk about differently? I mean, look, maybe Sarah's out with some friends. I mean, she does have friends.
Nice night for a walk.
Yeah, right. It's a nice night for a walk. That could be where she is.
I'll be back.
Well, all right. But I mean, you did agree to sit here for the interview, so maybe you could just stay a little bit longer. And maybe you could tell us, something that interests you.
12-gauge autoloader.
Okay.
The 45 long slide with laser sighting.
Yeah.
Phased plasma rifle in the 40-watt range.
Well,
49 millimeter.
Okay. Well, we don't really have any of those here, and we certainly don't have a phased plasma rifle in a 40-watt range. We didn't have it in 1984, and we don't have it now.
Give them to me.
I don't have them to give them to you. Okay.
Get out.
And do this. No, this is my show. If anyone's going to leave, it's going to be you. The three of you, really. I mean, really. What's the common denominator here? None of you really give a great interview. I gotta tell you. But I'm almost loath to tell you all this, but I have another guest, and he's stopping by as well, and I can't imagine this going any better. The common denominator continues, but we'll have him on anyway when we get right back. All right, and we are back, and we have our fourth and final guest. It's John Matrix from Commando. And John, you look great. It also looks like you practically don't have any clothes. I don't know if you thought this was going to be a swimming party or something, but you do look good, and I'm sure everybody here would like to know, what do you do to stay in such good shape?
I eat green berets for breakfast.
Oh, well, you eat green berets for breakfast. Well, they are quite chewy, and I guess that'll definitely work your jaw muscles.
Could I have a blanket and a pillow, please?
What, you want a blanket and a pillow? Well, I know you might be getting cold, and I definitely can see how that would happen right now. Look, I don't have a blanket or a pillow for you right now, but I do have a raging fire behind you, so hopefully you can stay warm. Tell us, what was it like growing up in Germany?
Now, when I was a boy, rock and roll came to East Germany.
Yeah, East Germany.
Communists said it was subversive.
Well,
Maybe they were right.
man, well, look, I mean, everybody likes a different kind of music, and really there's a lot of different kinds of rock and roll, and I really think to just rule out rock and roll as subversive, I think that you're really missing a lot of great talented artists. I mean, what do you think, John? Do you think maybe you've been a little too harsh on rock music, and maybe I changed your mind a little bit, or? Well, all right. Well, again, with the one-word answers, I just don't think we're going to get very far.
I hate small talk.
All right. Well, it takes two people to have a conversation, and looks like you're just not really going to help me facilitate much of a conversation, are you? But look, this has been a lengthy interview process, and we really haven't gotten a lot out of you guys. I think this interview is over.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think that we've covered the fact that really most of you aren't. I mean, Conan, you definitely talked the most, and that was appreciated, guys. All right, everybody. Well, I guess we're gonna say goodnight, and unless any of you guys have anything else to say, you hear that? What's that sound? Do any of you recognize that? Predator. That sounds like Predator, right? Don't you think, Dutch?
Sarah Connor?
No, T. I don't think that's Sarah Connor. I think that might be the Predator.
Can I have a blanket and a pillow, please?
Now you again. You want the pillow and the blanket? What, you want to hide from it? I thought you were the guy that ate green berets for breakfast, and now you want to hide? What, with a pillow and then put a blanket over you? Conan, do you think that you'll protect us? Well, you better start praying to Crom, because I mean the Predator's a pretty scary alien. I don't know if I mean, aren't you going to be swinging your sword or something like that to help us all here?
I'm afraid.
Oh, well, great. You're afraid. Well, then I guess we're all in trouble. I mean, you're probably the toughest guy here.
Give me a break.
Oh, what the heck?
Give me a break.
Who's that? Oh my gosh, it's Jack Slater from The Last Action Hero. Well, maybe he can give you all guys a lesson on how to be a real hero.
Don't give up your day job.
Oh, I'm not going to give up my day job. Slater, I think this Predator is all there for you, and maybe the rest of you guys can join in and help out. Guys, I think we better just sneak out of here while we can, all right? And maybe we can regroup and we can deal with this Predator another time. Thank you all for this fascinating interview, and we'll regroup and see you all later. GL1 out.